For space. The owner of the question first, and then we come to you, Dowa West. And then at the back, Zomba Central, in that order, please.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, this is a project very dear to my heart. The background is that when you get to Nkatabe Boma, there's no space. The space which was meant for the community ground has been taken up by the modern market, by the market. So government promised us that they'll do a ground at Maganga. Hence the request, Madam Speaker, Madam, and the request is to ask the government to support. To support meaning that we have already started using the Constituency Development Fund. Honorable Minister, can the government come in to support? Thank you, Madam.
Honorable Minister.
Adavua, you are loud and clear. When resources are available, we'll do it. Not because this project is at, did you say is at your heart? Is dear to your heart? The project is one, dear to your heart, and the project is also important for the people of Nkatabe. Let me say this, Madam. The people of Nkatabe have been denied a stadium, even when he was a Minister of Youth and Sports. It's very unfortunate that you are the Minister of Youth and Sports, and that project was dear to your heart, and you never did anything. This government will do it for you, the way we have done it in Mwanza, because the people of Nkatabe are dear to His Excellency Dr. Jaguira's government. Thank you so much, Madam.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Dowa West.
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker, for recognizing Dowa West to raise supplementary questions. Second Deputy Speaker, my first question is on Nambuma Community Stadium. I wanted to thank the Minister first of all, because he did mobilize resources for the completion of Nambuma Community Stadium. Right now, Second Deputy Speaker, the contractor is not on site. I wanted to find out from the Honorable Minister when is the contractor going back on site to complete few works that are remaining. Second Deputy Speaker, we want to use that particular stadium when the President is coming to launch the works on Chimwaza Nambuma Road, because we are upgrading it to the pavement one. So I want to ensure that everything is in order, starting with the stadium. That's number one. Second Deputy Speaker, number two, I wanted if I can get progress on the Dowa Community Stadium. I know that United Nations Refugee Agency, something like that, promised that they are going to construct a very beautiful stadium in Dowa, because Dowa has been housing refugees for so long. So I wanted to find out from the Honorable Minister whether they have completed the discussions on the mobilization of the resources towards that Dowa District Stadium. I submit. Thank you.
Thank you very much, the people of Dowa West. Honorable Minister.
Second Deputy Speaker, let me thank the Honorable Member from Dowa West, a dear brother of mine, a very passionate legislator, who would like to know when are we going to complete Dowa Nambuma Community Stadium. The good news is that we have put resources to complete the Rural Growth Center, and with him we have to sit down with available resources, which projects must be prioritized. Is it the stadium or is it the other side? But we have put resources aside in the coming budget to make sure that we complete the Rural Growth Center along other rural growth centers. And therefore, I'll sit down with him and discuss that we see which would be a priority. For the community stadium, Second Deputy Speaker, the council had made a plan to use GSED funds allocated to the council for the community stadium. GSED had discouraged councils to start using resources towards the projects that may not be completed with allocated funds. For instance, if you allocate funds and you know those funds will not be enough to complete a project, GSED's interest is that funds should be allocated and then used, and you can be able to say this is what I've done with this particular project. And therefore there was a discouragement towards construction of a stadium using GSED funds. However, discussions have been made, portioned resources will be given with the support from the main local government so that we do the stadium. So the good news is the stadium will be done both with GSED funds and support from main government resources. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And lastly, last supplementary on that question is Zomba Central.
Yeah, thank you so much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you so much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for according the people of Zomba Central an opportunity to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Local Government. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the Minister of Local Government promised the people of Zomba Central or Zomba at large that Zomba Stadium will be opened in December last year, and later on the opening was postponed to this year, January, and January is past gone. I wanted the Minister to pronounce himself because the people of Zomba Central are very anxious to see this stadium opened. We wanted to find out from the Minister when exactly is this stadium going to be opened. Thank you so much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister.
Right, Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, let me thank the Honorable Member for Zomba Central. For your information, he himself is a football player and he should have declared his interest when asking this question because he's looking forward for this stadium that he goes and play football in the very same stadium. I mean, that's a good part of it. But the good news, he knows that apart from works to put structures that allow people to enter the stadium and come out, almost the second phase of the stadium is complete. We have about 3 phases. The first one was the renovation of the community hall and offices. The second one was putting up stands, nice stands, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, and doing the ground. This has been completed. What we are waiting is just structures that allows people to enter and leave the stadium. Abolition blocks and everything have been done so that things could be done properly. As a city stadium, it's not just like any other community stadium. But much as we are going to open that stadium very soon, that is not the end of that stadium. We have put aside resources in the coming budget and the other budget to make it Zomba as a huge stadium so that it can even host an international match. And for that reason, the stadium will be partly opened this year, early this year, maybe in the next few weeks, but that would not be the end of it, because we will continue to construct another stadium and another part of the stadium. But I wanted also him to tell you that it is this government in his constituency that is doing city roads, tarmac roads in his constituency. It is this government of Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera. Apart from the stadium, there are city roads, tarmac roads that are being done in Zomba, and he is the member of parliament. And I know that if there is a member who can thank this government from that side, one of them will be that member, because Zomba was neglected, but Zomba is coming back. Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Local Government and Unity and Culture. And thank you on his behalf and the people of Zomba Central. Why are you standing in Zomba Central? The question has been responded.
Yes, but Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the question has been responded candidly, but I wanted the Minister to exactly mention when, because they just said soon. So soon, we don't know how soon is soon. Number two, from the sentiments that he has mentioned, that Zomba indeed is wearing a new face. I did mention that yesterday when I was commenting on the State of the Nation address, that we have new roads. Bravo to this government that it has done well in terms of roads. But the stadium, Madam Speaker, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, it is a must-need development that the people of Zomba Central are very anxious to see it opened. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
It's a good question. As to when, I can't say, but we were waiting for procurement of the last infrastructure. I don't know how to term it. The ones that allow you to enter a city stadium and move. They have been procured. They were delivered at the stadium 4 days ago. And they are already there. They are now installing. After the installation, I can't tell when, but it's going to be a grand opening. I'm going to come with a youth rally there, with Dr. Chakwera to open that stadium. Thank you so much.
Leader, before, Honorable Minister, before you resume your seat, may you guide us, because we have concluded our questions under your ministry. I'll give you a chance after, Leader.
Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, we have the Honorable Minister of Homeland in the House, and we also have the Honorable Deputy Minister of Education. So if Homeland, you ready? Well, let's start with the education, then Homeland. Thank you.
All right, Honorable. Before we go to questions under Ministry of Education, we have a point of order from Zomba Malosa.
Thanks so much, Second Deputy Speaker. Is it in order that the Minister of Local Government should say Zomba is having a new face when they have just moved prison headquarters to Lilongwe and people are jobless right now? Is it in order, Second Deputy Speaker?
Honorable Member, just removing the what?
Prison headquarters.
Yeah, just removing the prison headquarters. It means the government is creating a different face there. Whether it is good or bad, but it is a different face. Leader.
Just on a lighter note, the Member of Parliament for Zomba Central, the city, agrees. The member from the rural area, where we are building a modern hospital, Domas Hospital, and where we have a technical college, Madam, Zomba is wearing a new face. For your information, the Second Deputy Speaker cannot be party to these discussions, but I was in Mangochi just 3 weeks ago, where we are building a multi-story council office in Mangochi. And in Mangochi, we have started making the tarmac roads around the Boma.
apart from the airport which is coming. You people, you forgot Mangochi. Why? We are coming to support Mangochi under the leadership of His Excellency Dr. Lazarus McCarthy Chakwera.
As Honorable Leader, as someone coming from Mangochi, I'm glad to hear this. But what have you brought to Mangochi Nkungulu? You may not answer, you may not respond to that. Leader DBB.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, is it in order for the Leader of House to mislead this House and the people of Zomba that his government is constructing Domas Rural Hospital, yet Domas Rural Hospital is a project of a previous government, DPP? Is it in order, Madam Speaker?
Before you, Honorable Leader.
For your information, the hospital started by Madam Joyce Banda.
You space, Honorable Leader. Honorable Leader, DPP, I want to understand it. Is the hospital being constructed now?
Madam Speaker, it was already constructed, and this government is just doing finishing. And they should learn to appreciate what others have done. They should learn to appreciate.
Thank you. Honorable members, let's move to question, leader. Questions under Minister for Education. Honorable members, I now give a chance to question 221. That's Nchinji East. Minister for Education, right? Honorable members, it's question 199, Machinga Northeast, 199.
Thank you very much. Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, Madam, for recognizing the people of Machinga Northeast. My apologies. Order,
honorable members. You are not honorable member from Machinga Northeast, please. Honorable member, continue.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker, Madam. I hereby humbly confirm that indeed question 199 is coming from the people of senior chiefs Kapoloma, Nyambi, Chiwalo, and TSRA. Thank you very much, Right Honorable Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister for Education. Deputy Minister for Education.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. And through you, let me thank the honorable member for Machinga Northeast for his question. The question is to ask the Ministry of Education why MANEB changed.
Honorable members, we have only one Deputy Minister for Education in the House. Proceed,
the primary school Living Certificate Examination, PSLCE for Standard 8, followed by the Junior Certificate Examination, JCE, and ending with the Malawi School Certificate Examination, MSCE, instead of the previous order. The current system keeps young children idle for a long time after writing their examination, exposing them to engage in immoral behaviors due to their extended idle period. The previous system kept them in class for a more extended period, which may have been more conducive to their well-being and development. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, allow me to inform the Honourable Member of Parliament that the current examination calendar, which starts with primary school Living Certificate for Standard 8, followed by the Junior Certificate, and ending with the Malawi School Certificate Examination, changed in the year 2000. My ministry found out that every year during the month of June to August, a good number of primary school teachers, primary school learners missed out on their education and national examination to participate in the cultural and initiation ceremonies, which are conducted by most cultures across Malawi. In response, my ministry adopted the academic and examination calendars to accommodate these cultural events and initiation ceremonies. My ministry not only acknowledges the importance of preserving and celebrating the country's cultural heritage, but also allows learners to engage in these experiences without compromising their education. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, this adjustment to the calendar also provides an opportunity for our children to spend quality time with their families during their extended holidays. This can contribute to their overall well-being and strengthen the family bonds. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
The owner of the question.
Thank you very much, Right Honourable Second Deputy Speaker. Is it in order that the whole ministry are mixing the cultural...
Honourable member, are you standing on a point of order or supplementary question?
This is a supplementary because...
Don't start with, is it in order? Just ask the question.
I feel like the Minister of Education have missed a point because the cultural practices were there even before Malawi became an independence. It was there. I feel that answer is not responding to the query. What we are saying is that the kids, instead of going to school, they're in the video places like, these are small kids. And parents, they go to work. They go in the gardens, they go in the offices, and they leave these kids behind, and this exposes them to immoral behaviors. Secondly, is it not possible for the Ministry of Education to be paying examination fees to these kids of Standard 8, JC, and MCE? Because it has been found that a lot of pupils now, they don't sit for exams because either their teachers or their parents, they misuse the money for examination fees. Thank you very much, Right Honourable Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Member, for Machinga Northeast. The issue of examination fees, I think it will be new question because it's not related to your original question. But I will allow the Honourable Minister, if she has something to say on the fees or to respond to your supplementary question. Thank you. Honourable Member for Nkhotakota Central, what has gone out of order?
Thank you very much, Second Deputy Speaker. Just to seek an explanation from the fellow honourable member from Machinga Northeast. He has said the parents have misused their own money. No, gentlemen. Just a clarification.
Honourable Member, I think if that can be coming from the Honourable Deputy Minister, it will be understood because the question is addressing to her. So can we wait for her to respond to the question, please? Let's wait for her to respond to the question. If you have a follow-up question, then you can come in. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. And through you, let me thank the honourable member for Mangochi Northeast for his...
Machinga Northeast.
Oh, Machinga Northeast for his supplementary question. Madam Speaker, like I said in my earlier response, we are doing this to allow the learners to participate in the cultural and initiation ceremonies. And this has been there since 2000. And Madam Speaker, I know that they stay long in their homes, and maybe parents are not comfortable. But let me tell the honorable member and the whole House that raising a child is a shared responsibility between the home and the school. And on the other question, paying examination fees to the learners, this is totally a new question and very pertinent. I would like to request the honorable member for Machinga Northeast to do the formal requesting. I thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister, Deputy Minister for Education. Yes, Honorable, is that Chiladzulu? Zomba Lisanjala. And then we go to Lilongwe Southeast in that order, please.
Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker, for granting the people of Zomba Lisanjala to ask the Deputy Minister of Education a supplementary question. I'm wondering if the Minister of Education is aware that Manebu stopped issuing certificates to successful students at JCE, and if the Minister is aware, what's the position of the Minister on that matter? Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. And through you, let me thank the honorable member for Zomba Lisanjala for his supplementary question. Though the question is totally different from my response, but I'll try to answer that one. He's asking if the ministry is aware that Manebo stopped issuing certificates. Through you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I'm not aware, and I'll try to follow up on this. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable members, may we try to ask questions that are related to the original question, please? Can we go to, is it Lilongwe Southeast?
Yes, Your Honor, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, Madam.
You have the floor.
Madam Second Deputy Speaker, I want to pose a question to the Minister of, supplementary question to the Minister of, Deputy Minister of Education regarding promotions which have happened. Maybe before I do that, allow me to congratulate her ministry and the HE for promoting teachers who are mostly neglected. The secondary school teachers, about 308 have been promoted, and out of which I have few personal friends which have been promoted, and I'm honored to congratulate Mr. Charles Chisaka, Mr. Edward Abraham, Mr. Mapopa Nsukwa, few of the colleagues who have been promoted who are teaching in various secondary schools. But I wanted to find out as to when are we going to promote more teachers, because we have a lot of teachers who have been serving for so long, they haven't been promoted. When are we planning to promote more? And why am I asking this? Even in terms of promotion, there was a ceiling. You were supposed to serve to a certain years, then you'll be promoted. Is it not possible those who have just saved, but they are capable, they've demonstrated via the results that they've generated based on selections, passing maybe be it at JC, MSc, can we find other ways of promoting those who are just new entrants?
Thank you.
But they have demonstrated that they are capable enough to develop our kids. With those remarks, thank you, Your
Indeed,
Honor,
they were remarks, not a question.
thank you for recognizing the people of Lilongwe Southeast. Thank you, Your Honor, Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Lilongwe Southeast. Honorable, your question is not related in any way with the original question. because the original question is to do with the holidays and the like. Therefore, I will not regard that question as our third supplementary. Yes, because even when Zomba Central asked a question which is not related to the original question, you heard the Honorable Deputy Minister complaining that there is no relation between the two questions. So I don't want to give her a reason to complain again. May I have a third supplementary question that will relate to the original question? Machinga East.
Thank you so much, Second Deputy Speaker. I would like to ask a policy question to the Honorable Deputy Minister of Education. The policy question is, apart from the Constituency Development Fund 5% of bursary, what are there any sources of bursary in the ministry to the needy student? I'm asking this question, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, because a lot of students, they are in our communities, their parents are not able to pay for school fees after the fees being increased. So I would like to ask the ministry whether they have any other way of supporting those children who are staying because their parents, they are unable to pay for their school fees. I submit, Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Machinga East. Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Second Deputy Speaker. Just seeking your guidance because you rule, but in my view, I thought it's still out of order to ask a question which is not related to the question on the floor on the disguise that it's a policy question. Is the House at liberty to ask any policy question, no matter how unrelated it is to the question? We need to have guidance, because my thinking is that if it's a policy question, it must relate to the question on the floor, not the general policy in the whole education sector, because that we will need guidance from you, Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Indeed, you are right, but don't you think it would have been proper for you to leave it to me to rule whether it is right or not? Because I was supposed to... Thank you very much, honorable members. Honorable members, as I said, let us try to ask the questions that are related to the original question. Even though it is a policy issue, I think it's better to check to it if it is indeed relating to the original question. Thank you very much. We now move to question 219, Machinga East.
Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to confirm that question 219 is indeed coming from the people of Machinga East constituency. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Just to respond on the previous question, the ministry, yes, we have sources of bursary, but the honorable member...
Honorable Minister, which previous question? The supplementary from Machinga East?
Yes, the supplementary.
No, you may leave it out. We are on another question.
All right.
Just go straight to question 219.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Let me allow me to sincerely thank the honorable member of Parliament for Machinga East for the pending question. The question is to ask the Ministry of Education to consider constructing teachers' houses at the following primary schools: Mikachu, St. John's, Namwini, Nchiramwini, Mwadzangati, Chilema, Misolo, and Mapembe. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, my ministry is aware of the need of teachers' houses at Mikachu, St. John's, Nchiramwini, Mwadzangati, Mwadzangani, Chilema, Misolo, and Mapembe primary schools. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, at Misolo and Mapembe primary schools, there are no houses for the 8 and 7 teachers, respectively. In addition, Mikachu, St. John's, Namwini, Chilema, Mwadzangati, and Nchiramwini schools have shortages of teachers' houses which range from 5 to 9. This implies that most teachers are accommodated in rented houses in the surrounding villages. We are aware that this demotivates teachers and their performance is compromised because not only do they walk long distance to schools, but the houses they rent may be substandard. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, allow me to update the honourable member that Misolo School is benefiting from DODMA funds through construction of 2 semi-detached teachers' houses. One house has been roofed and the other one is at foundational level. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, may I request the honourable member to continue lobbying with Machinga District Council to include these schools in the district development plans so that they can benefit from the local development fund. On the other hand, my ministry will also continue to lobby with various partners to assist in the construction of the teachers' houses in the disadvantaged schools, including schools under question. I thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Supplementary, Nkodagota Central, and then Nkodagota South, East.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Mine is a policy question regarding schools that are being operated on a double shift mode of learning. What we have observed of late is that the enrollment of these schools surpasses the number of infrastructure, like classroom blocks, teachers' houses. So I just wanted to find out from the Ministry of Education, how are they going to resolve these issues? A case in point is Linga CDSS. We have so many students against the classrooms. Teachers are renting outside the school campus. So how is the ministry going to resolve such issues? Because it is compromising learning standards in these schools. Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honourable Member for Kodagota Central. Honourable Minister.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. And through you, let me thank the honourable member for Kodagota South for his pertinent question. He is worried of the double shift made of learning enrollment that is surpassing the number of infrastructure. Through you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, my ministry managed to construct under the Secondary Education Expansion for Development SEED project 66 secondary schools, phase 1 and 2, and we are still constructing. And through ECOS project, the ministry is also constructing extra classroom blocks, laboratories, and ICT lab. Let me assure the honourable member that Linga CDSS will be considered. I submit.
Thank you very much, Honourable Deputy Minister. I already recognized Nkodagota Southeast for supplementary.
Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, for allowing people of Nkodagota Southeast to ask a supplementary question to the Deputy Minister of Education. Second Deputy Speaker, I would like to request Honourable Minister of Education to consider constructing additional staff houses at the Muyande Primary School, Pagwe Primary School, Samara Primary School, Kwapu Primary School, and Navu Primary School. Thank you very much, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member. Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. And through you, let me thank the Honourable Member for Nkota Southeast for his question. The question is asking the Ministry to consider constructing teachers' houses in the following primary schools: Mpangwe, Navu, etc. Through you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker, this is a new question and very pertinent. Allow me to inform the honourable member that he can use the formal method of communicating in the House. Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you. Third supplementary.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Second Speaker, for allowing the people of Chilazuru East to come up with a supplementary question to the Ministry of Education. My question is a simple one. It's about a policy on the maintenance of infrastructure in all schools in Malawi. Madam Deputy Second Speaker, if you travel around, you'd find that Malawi, we have got appetite to construct new structures, yet we forget to maintain the already existing structures. What are the policies? Who is supposed to maintain these old structures? Because the more we go on losing the old structures, it will be useless for us to increase. We won't have any productivity at the end of the year. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you, Madam Second Deputy Speaker. Through you, let me thank the honourable member for Chilazuru East for his supplementary question. It's a policy question on maintenance. Madam Second Deputy Speaker, the Ministry of Education, through the school improvement grants that each and every primary school receives, some others are able to renovate their structures. I would like to request the honourable member to liaise with the DAIS or the Education Development Manager on this one. I submit, Madam Second Deputy Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister for Education. Why are you standing, Honorable Member for Dowa West?
Second Deputy Speaker, I'm standing on a supplementary whether it could be considered because it is very important.
I'm sorry, Honorable. Our standing orders will not allow me to do so. Thank you.
You will consider me in the next questions.
Inshallah. Honorable members, the owner of question 220 is not in the House. She has taken leave of absence from my office. So that concludes all questions under the Ministry of Education. We now move to Homeland and Security, but the time will not allow us to. Leader?
Right Honourable, I'm rising to ask that we extend question time beyond health break. So when we come back, the Honourable Minister should tackle his questions. And then we can move right now for a health break. Thank you.
Honorable members, I now put a question, and the question is that time for questions should be extended beyond health break. Those of that opinion say aye. Those of the contrary opinion say no. The ayes have it. The motion is carried. That honorable leader, I will seek guidance from you whether we proceed to today's question and Minister of Education when we come back, or we go back to Homeland. We go to Homeland. Okay, fine. Thank you. But members, before I suspend the House for healthy break, I have an announcement to make. In the gallery, we have visitors. These are Magogo and Madoda. Is it Madoda or Madonna? Madoda, okay, fine. From Salima Northwest constituency, that's Inokipali. The honorable member do bring here visitors time and again. Congratulations, honorable, for that. Thank you very much. Magogo imirirani kuti ana anu tukubatseni mmanja mwa Magogo. Zikomo takulandirani ku nyumba yanu ya malamulo ino. Tatogoza kalani basi. Zikomo kwambiri. Honorable members, I now suspend the House for healthy break. We'll be back at 11:15. House suspended.